Not Safe for Work Magic. It's me, your friend and grumpy hard-headed sadist Gravity Groove here, and we're here to keep trudging along for a little while. In the meantime, we are actually downloading Hearthstone, so we're going to go into that with absolutely no idea how to fucking play it. Ages ago, when the Earth was small and round and populated exclusively by plants and dinosaurs, I played in the beta, but I haven't really played it since. So I'd basically be starting from scratch and learning all over again. And if I still have cards in the account that actually work or do something cool, but hopefully we can build some budget thing and figure out how to play that and have a new way to make some content for y'all. I've also been considering Runeterra. I've only gone through like one or two of the starting tutorials, so I'd have to get back into that. But for the time being, we're just kind of goofing around here and seeing if we can make our way up the ladder. We are Diamond 4? Diamond 3. If we have some good luck, you know, we could mosey on up here, but that's not really the hallmark of this show, is it? No, I scooped a game earlier today with one land draw into one land draw into one land draw, and I just conceded. I mean, I guess you're supposed to try, but when your opponent keeps 7 and you're on 4, after 3 one land draws and a 25 land deck. I also had another draw where I went 14 turns on 2 land with now 25 land in my deck, which is appalling. Truly appalling. Kaya, huh? Decent. Rather not see the Phoenixes this early. And probably not 2 of them. I have multiple times made the mistake of this being, thinking this was the temple was this, and playing a castle and having it be tapped, and just kind of boning myself there. Full house. I lost an Ashiok, that would have been good. Ooh, this is a bad matchup. This is most certainly a bad matchup. We're setting ourselves up to get double stomped here, and it's going to hurt a lot. They're off red right now. Do we have enough for Croxa? Oh, we're a card away. Alright. Humor Adventures?
It is a...
That's
I know, I noted this somewhere.
unusual. So, what do we do here? We bedevil the Clover, punch the Tamio? Let's see. Or do we go for his face? Let's go for face, right? Face is the place.
To the library.
Now he's probably just dead. He goes to 7. We blow that up. If we draw a land here, I think it'd be more blockers. No, I think we lose. The Love Struck killed us. We can't beat through that. We can swing 4 in the air. We could Croxa. Yeah, that really, really screwed us. Damn it. Is he just Simic Adventure? Or is he missing land? I think he might actually just be Simic Adventure, huh? Interesting. Wow. Yeah, I can't win. This graveyard is infinity at this point. We lost our Ashiok early. He's more of a graveyard deck than we are. So all we can do here is Croxa, but we're so far behind it probably doesn't matter. And we were so close to winning this one. Burrow is just such a broken card. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we do now. Confident this is 100% out of reach. Yeah, I'm done with this. Okay, Simic Adventures. Downfall. Basically no spells. Eat, Shock, Bedevil. He's got Brazen Borrowers, Lovestruck Beast tokens, and Edgewall Innkeepers. Phoenixes don't feel impactful here. We can't race him realistically. Interesting. Okay, this has potential to be good. Epic Downfall. We don't want Epic Downfall yet. We really need more land, huh? Yeah, both games he's had Clover on 2, and we haven't had any Rampage or Bedevils.
Nightmare. I enjoy a challenge. Your fight. You will be haunted by this tool.
As I found out when playing this deck, it's essentially all about sticking Clover or Edgekeeper and getting value out of it. And we've just been unlucky here. We have 6 main deck artifact destruction spells, but the game is a random game.
Let us have a storied battle worth retelling.
Well, there's Rampage. So we could Rampage kill the Tamio. Are we Croxing? What are we doing here? Blocks him from discarding.
So, you are a delectable snack.
So what we want here more than anything is an untapped source. So we can Murderous and Rampage. Or not. I guess we'll just Rider. We could potentially Croxa Angrath next turn if we don't get another land source. If we do... Yeah. Lucky Clover is going to be the death of us. So we can Angrath the artifact and Downfall a beast. Next turn it's probably Croxa Mire Triton. It's interesting that they just built Teamer Adventures without red, and it's working really well. Let's we're trading. Yep. We didn't stand a chance that matchup. Definitely my worst matchup is Teamer Adventures. It's winnable, but we didn't draw any of the cards that make it winnable, which we need Agonizing Remorses on 2. We need Bedevil and Angress Rampage in the opening hand. Just drew poorly. Happens to everyone. Happens to me a little more, but happens to everyone. Maybe we'll get to actually play Magic this time around. Although I'm not holding my breath. Okay. Sometime today now. Who is their avatar? Great hand, can't keep it. Pretty reasonable hand here. Assault-like control or Bant control. Starting to feel like Phoenix of Ash is the weakest card in the deck. We're just not really designed to race. I don't feel like that card is as effective as some others in many matchups. Battery dying? Yeah, battery's dying. Okay. Just trying to use all my mana there. I guess the other play was just play out the Bone Crusher. He's probably got a handful of just ridiculous, insane shit. Which is just how this deck operates, right?
You show remorse, I'll show restraint. Hey, no! I am not making this up as I go!
Missed. Maybe should have played the Bone Crusher there.
Here goes nothing.
Boy, is he going to be surprised. Fuck your dream trawler. And fuck you too. Main deck Ashiok. Main deck Ashiok. Well. Main deck Ashiok. Someone besides me is running main deck Ashiok. Well,
here we go.
So much for the Croxa plan. Yep.
Is a lilting tune that crescents. Here, behold. I'll return where you slumber.
We're dead by every metric. We Engrass to get this out of the way. We can kill this, hit this. But we're just dead by every metric. The Uro is just going to doom us.
Scared enough.
Gets Uro, get our Croxa. If we get a land, we can Mire Triton and Knight to get through the Uro, but just not drawing correctly today, man. Feels really bad. I suppose I could cut the Phoenixes for more main deck Ashioks of my own. They just do not feel impactful currently.
You must. I leave you. I've lost my appetite.
Yep. Wow. Damn it, the battery's dead. Try the other one. Huh. Main deck Ashiok. Man, that really, really got me. I would have had a shot if not for that. This is a pretty bad set so far. I do hope it turns around, but it does not look like it is.
I am your this. My dreams dissipate like smoke.
Yeah. Well, could shatter. Could do that. Well, we've got 5 Edict effects in our deck as potential outs. he only has 2 cards in his hand next turn, we can just double removal spell the Dream Trawler. It'll suck to use Downfall, but well, him not playing a card screws us pretty thoroughly. Five removal spells for this thing. Be nice to see one. If we get a land, at least we can tap it down next turn, as well as bring back Kroxa. Fucking...
I am that which nightmares themselves. Your fight. You will be haunted by this tool.
Yep. Top decks forever for anyone who plays against us. Whereas we draw the libation too late. 100% fucking typical. It's never fun when I get stuck in this series of bad sets.
Dream big tonight. Until too real. Vigorous. You were at it. My victory was but a dream.
Didn't get our own Ashiok, so... And we were really just getting completely fucking housed by Ashiok. Every match we've lost has been because they've cast Ashiok. Their whole deck hoses my deck. I haven't drawn one agonizing remorse in any of the games I've played. Or duress. Yeah. Why not? Need to hit a Croxa or a bird. Do we have any birds left? Need to hit a Croxa, really. Useful. Not enough yet. Potentially 3 scries here. If we don't get Shattered Disguise again. Conquer's Death? I don't know what's happening. If it's a finality, I'm fucked. Just gain a shit fuck ton of life? Wow. Remorse, duress. We don't need another duress. One more remorse is probably good. It's like 2 in the yard. Somehow we get to go to game 3. Well, that did not feel like a good matchup. Doesn't seem to have a lot of chumps. This does seem like it's always going to get something relevant. Scorching Dragonfire feels less good. Only works if you get Uro into open mana, and we don't generally have open mana up that often. Especially not in the early phases with how our curve works out. We want the other Bedevil. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. See, cutting another Bone Crusher here, but it is a decent threat. Doesn't really have anything that blocks flyers at all, does he? That could matter. We're out of coffee because it's late, but we're almost out of this too. Blueberry is indeed one of my favorite flavors. Okay, so we have to keep this because it has Ashiok in it, and hope that that matters. Got a lot of 3 mana spells here. We hope we hit some land. Come on, Henry. I need you, buddy. Give me some luck. Hey! That's sort of luck. Okay. I'm gonna drag ass on this play for a bit, but what can you do? We got 2 of these. Do we want to just fire one off now? Kind of hoping he Uros here. Be a good window for Ashiok.
Welcome to my world.
That's also a possibility.
Relent. Behold, this is difficult to digest.
So now we Devil. Grab a swamp. If he Uros, we have our own Ashiok to clean up.
Beg for your life. It makes your nightmares. I enjoy a challenge.
Damn it.
I leave. I aspired for more.
It's actually pretty good. So we can't Croxa here because if we do, and he has a creature, we're going to pay for it. So let's do this first. Okay. Sometimes I'd rather be safe. Like if he threw a Dreamy Tea in there as a result of my Croxa, I'd be kicking myself, you know?
I know my responsibility. Time. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Let's see, we got 1, 2, we've got 6. looks promising. Yep, that'll do it. That's 11. God damn. That was absolutely brutal. Who else has learned the Tao of Ashiok? This displeases me greatly. Let's see, we haven't seen an aggro deck in a while. And that's the first time we've seen Dream Trawler in quite a while as well. I wonder if we're moving away from a couple removal spells to the side. Going back up the 4th Calls the Dead. What's our main deck plan look like for removal here? Bone Crusher is pseudo removal, so plain kills are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish, 8. Pretty reasonable. If you count all, we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish. Pretty reasonable, honestly. The main deck duress is absolutely dead against some archetypes. And even dead against some of the control archetypes right now, so that's probably fine staying in the sideboard. I do kind of want more graveyard hate in the main. Should we cut a Phoenix for another Ashiok? I'm going to try that out. Alright, I'm going to get a beverage in real time, and I'll be back and I'll play one more. Let's try one more. Some lovely spotted cow this time. Only in Wisconsin. Got to traverse the borders to get it. But it is a good one. Hey, what a great hand. Okay, Croxa this early, probably not necessary. If this is a control matchup, these are great. If this is an aggro matchup, this is the worst thing ever. Let's just look for land. Control matchup. Sultai control to be exact. I don't think I care about him taking anything in my hand, so Cav. Are we disconnected? Okay, no. Go ahead. Do your worst. You probably take Bone Crusher, right? Because it lets me kill one of your cheap Gracises? Gracesi? Grasu? Sure. So both the spells in my hand currently are dead. Well, it was nice to pretend to play Magic, wasn't it? But ultimately, it's all a random draw, and we're unlucky. So fuck us, right? Felt as though I played that last game rather skillfully, even though it felt hopeless the entire time. Take whichever spell of the ones I have that I can't cast. Ugh. Gosh, this game is super over, isn't it? Yep.
I will aid you. The land shall conquer you.
Yep. Should have blocked with the land, it would have let him bring back Uro. So if you draw a removal spell and he draws blanks. Alright. Oh no, he just brings up Uro now. On to the next one. Epic Downfall, Duress, Eat to Extinction, Bedevil. Bring out a Phoenix. Bone Crushers don't kill anything in this matchup. And Dragonfire. Again, only kills Uro on the initial cast. Sure. Much more a control deck when we face off like this. We have to board out some creatures. It's less about individual creatures and racing, and more about just the grind plan with Kroxa and holding the fort until we can get our control win condition, which is fairly traditional. I wish I could shoot dragons out of my hands. Squad goals. Is he still alive? Oh, they're still alive. It didn't work. I guess. Mountain, swamp, remorse, call to dead. Whoa. Are they playing with a 4-card hand? Are they really even gonna bother? I just scoop. Then I value my time more than, you know, a lot of people do. I mean, then not enough to stop grinding this dumb fucking exercise in futility. You know? Fuck that card. Fuck that card. This is too many lands. I don't know how many lands is too many people. This is too many. Wow. Okay. That was kind of helpful, actually. Let's get our mountain. And well, this game should be over.
Nightmares remain.
I mean, they kept a 4-card hand, you know? That wasn't really anything special. Oh, Hearthstone is finished. The confusion shall begin. He's got his arm around every man's dream. Crumbs in his beard from the seafood special. Oh, can't you see my world is falling apart? Baby, please leave the biker, break his heart. Baby, please leave the biker, break his heart. Sorry, I've had Fountains of Wayne in the brain for a while. It sucks that the singer died. It sucks that the incident is doing what it does. It sucks that I'm stuck in here forever. I suppose it's better than the alternative. Depending on how much you like or hate me. That's something I never understood about the internet. Being a person who's just always kind of, because of my autism, been kind of socially blind. I don't understand the instinct of people to be shitty, to just sort of be hurtful or harmful or purposefully malicious to others, especially people they don't know. I don't really understand the value of it. As has been explained to me by some other neurotypicals, it's often a sign of insecurity. People who feel small, feel dwarfed by others, often feel the need to attack, to punish, to push down others, to make themselves feel elevated. I guess I've just never been a very insecure person inherently. I've always known that I'm different, that I'm alien, that I'm other, and that's had, you know, its own struggles and pains. But I don't understand the urge to hurt others, the urge to do harm. So we can Knight and Croc the next turn. Kinda hoping he picks us a land here, that'd be great. Of course, we could just be playing into a Ritual Set, which would suck. He chucked a Cry of Carnarium. Okay, I'm not playing the Knight now. Nope. Too suspicious. I'm gonna make you make some suboptimal plays first, my friend. Now I think we do play the Knight, because if he rituals, we get the Croxa. And he knows that. What you got, baby? Bring it on! Thought better of it, did he? Okay. Just gotta force his hand then, right? I don't have to act, man. You do. Please be a no Cavalier for me to murder. I'm sad, buddy. Woo! Apply pressure, attack from difficult angles. Finish the fight. Cool, cool. I want to take a look at something again briefly. I'll look at my creature count. I think I have around 20, right? 18. Should we have more creatures? I do like the Knight of Yvonne Legion, and I have at one point had 4. What would I cut to add 2 more? Interaction pieces, more than likely. Scorching Dragonfire has not been doing very much, but you know the second I cut it, I'm going to face like mono red. I don't feel like Scorching Dragonfire has been doing that much. Cut Scorching Dragonfire. Do we want another Calls the Dead or another Knight? I guess because we cut Scorching Dragonfire, which is good against the aggro matchups, we should go up a Knight. This is also reasonable on turn 1 or 2 against mono red. We'll try that. We're making some micro adjustments here. Always trying to understand the meta and make small changes. Move little 1s and 2 percentages up and down the scale. It's not an exact science. Part of the reason I don't track my wins and losses against specific matchups is because I feel that ultimately the sample sizes you generate are too small to get anything that approaches consistent data, and at that point you're just kind of to be frank, you're just kind of jerking off, right? Like you're doing the thing and you're keeping track of it, but it's not really relevant in the way you think it's supposed to be relevant. You're just kind of fooling yourself. So I don't sweat it. I don't worry about it. I don't know if I'm positive or negative, 50, 60, 70% with this deck. I have no fucking idea. It feels awful, and objectively, I can say that I have an imprint of all the times I draw shittily and just eat shit and die. I feel it hurts in my heart places. Oh, wait, wrong one. Hey there. So, could be Salt Lake Control again, could be the Grix, not Grixis, but, okay, it's Elementals. We've seen Elementals a couple times recently. I don't really know why, but Sucker. This is probably Yarok Elementals. Castle wasn't sweet. Hoping to hit a land or two here. Nice. Keep squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube. Could be looking at a Cavalier here. Shoot the devil and just keep punching through. Yep, looks pretty close to traditional elementals to me. They usually run 1 or 2 Agent of Treachery on the high end. Probably Agent he plays here. Yep. I'm not sure if we can beat that, but we don't really have a lot of options here, do we? Whew, that's a good one. Plays a land, plays Agent. He doesn't take Phoenix and we draw land, he's just dead. We drew Murderous Rider, so he's just dead. Legal attacks. Lies. Okay, Elementals is a deck where we want Cries to kill Risen Reefs? Is that all it gets? Probably not then. Epic Downfall gets Yaroks and Cavaliers. Shocks get Risen Reefs. Another Bedevil for Big Boyos. I don't think Duress comes in here. They do tend to run 1 Mass Manipulation, but there's precious little I can do about that. Some of these elemental decks are running Uros, some aren't, so that one's harder to call. Generally speaking, Bone Crusher is pretty good here. Go down a Knight on the draw, go down a Phoenix, go down a Calls the Dead. What else? A Triton? Do we want that many shocks? Man, maybe I should have a Ritual set in the sideboard. I don't think we want that many shocks. I think literally all it kills is Prison Reef, like literally it. I mean, you need to kill that when it's on the board, but I don't feel super excited about loading up on a bunch of spells just to kill it and have him, you know, not draw it. That would be stranded in my hand against Cavaliers and Omnath and whatnot. Ooh, he's down cards, and we have a pretty reasonable hand. We could be getting into our rank 2. Wow. Even running Healer the Glade. Really surprised that this deck has made a comeback. So it's a good thing we kept a couple of our Ashioks in. Gives us a chance to interact with this problem. Just wish we had infinity epic downfalls in matchups nowadays, huh? Fuck! Well, now I don't know if we can win without some god draws, huh? Shit. I guess I save that if they Risen Reef. That really hurt. That really, really hurt. Yeah. That's super hurt. Oh, he's just got a million cards to get back Uro. Fuck. Damn it. Dreadhorde. Is this a sideboard plan? Okay, so I guess I do need Duress? I don't think I can bring it in. It's the only non-creature spell they have. Yeah, I just need to draw better. That sucked. They have Healer. So we bring the Cries in because now they have multiple targets, I guess? I don't know, guys. This is a weird, awkward, shitty pile of cards that is weird and awkward to interact with. Similar to our deck, it does attack from a lot of different angles. I guess. We've been seeing a lot of Cavaliers lately. We have to put another epic downfall on our 75. We'll grab a mountain. Definitely too much land.
Wonder what? You're not. You. I've lost my.
That might do it. Gives us guaranteed Croxa next turn, and because we have so many land, we have Croxa and Epic Downfall. If he drops the 5th land and a Cavalier, might be good enough.
Every story is an opportunity for new data. Let me aid your research.
Tamio protects his cards from Croxa, which is annoying. Found Yarok. Do we bedevil Bone Crusher? Yeah, I believe we do. Devil. Bone Crusher.
Behold. Remember your nightmares.
So we Epic Downfall the Yarok. And he's dead. 13 on board. Yep. I forgot to pump that. And it's been a red mana. And if I lose from here,
I leave you with
that was a hell of a pump. Why did it tap a red mana for Epic? Why did the auto tapper tap a red mana for Epic? That's truly baffling. Okay. Why would you play Massacre Girl in a Risen Beef deck? There. Matches like that are mysterious. When I play like off-tier decks, it's always very strange because you're spending a lot of mental energy trying to understand what your opponent's doing and how you can respond in sideboard. And it is a little more exhausting than, oh, I know this list. Which, you know, while annoying when it's repeated enough, at least you have some familiarity and thus some comfort with the matchups. Oh, wow, it's been like an hour and a half. Okay, time flies when you have lovely, lovely beer. So I'm going to call it quits for now. We're going to play a couple more and probably be sad. And then we're going to play with Hearthstone and see how that goes and see if we can learn, you know, the ins and outs, the hotkeys and stuff like that, and at least enough to build a deck or two. And we might be recording a few episodes of that tomorrow. And yeah, I have no fucking idea what to expect from that. The key to happiness, as I've heard, is to keep your expectations low. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on keeping our expectations real fucking low. About as low as they are for this game. Yeah, it's hard to believe. So I've been Gravity Groove. This has been Not Safe for Work Magic. Thank you for tuning in. I know that there's a ton of streaming content out there and a lot of people you could be spending your time with. I'm glad you spent a little bit of your time with me. And I hope I will see you again. Later.